Systems may have been hacked. One of those calling for an investigation is the Democratic representative Bruce Braley. He's been speaking to the BBC's Washington correspondent Rajesh Merchandani.
We do know that there are concerns about the possibility that voicemails from 9/11 victims have been improperly obtained, and because we don't really know the identity of those victims and where they resided, there's a possibility that U.S. citizens could have improperly had their voicemails or electronic communications improperly accessed by News Corp or someone acting on their behalf. And because of the growing alarm about that issue, I have joined my House colleagues, Peter King and Louise Slaughter, both of whom are from New York and both of whom had a strong interest in protecting those victims, in calling for further investigation to make sure that there's been no violation of U.S. law under statutes like the Federal Corrupt Practices Act, and make sure that we are providing the type of oversight that the Constitution requires of us.
You said that there was a possibility that there were some U.S. victims of this, but where's the evidence? I mean, what evidence do you have, or is this just a fishing expedition?
Well, it's not a fishing expedition, or the chair of the Homeland Security Committee, who is a Republican from New York, Peter King, would not be asking the FBI to investigate these same matters. It's a legitimate concern for those of us who have a sense of decency and a desire to protect the privacy of American citizens to ask for questions and push for answers as to how far this reach went and who, in fact, was subject to these abuses.
That was Bruce Braley, Democratic representative, talking to Rajesh Merchandani in Washington. Well, let's get the latest on all this from New York.